Here are 5 stories to help you live smarter. The poor are not those with little money, but those without dreams, highlights a profound aspect of poverty that is often overlooked. From a psychological perspective, poverty is not just measured in terms of money or material wealth, but also in the level of dreams and aspirations an individual holds. Money can buy temporary comfort, but dreams and life goals are the true, driving forces that help people overcome adversity and give life deeper meaning. The story of Chris Gardner is a clear testament to this. Born into a low-income family, Gardner faced severe psychological hardships early in life. His parents divorced, his mother was imprisoned, and he was left in the care of a violent, drug-addicted stepfather. From a psychological viewpoint, these experiences could easily have led to feelings of helplessness and despair, but Gardner refused to let these challenges break his spirit. As an adult, Gardner joined the Navy, a decision that can be seen as an attempt to seek psychological stability. However, after leaving the military, he faced an even tougher life. As a medical equipment salesman, with insufficient income, he soon found himself homeless, wandering the streets of San Francisco with his young son and sleeping in temporary shelters, like public restrooms. From a psychological perspective, surely impacted his self-esteem and confidence. Yet despite these dark times, he maintained a firm belief in a better future. During one of his darkest moments, Gardner encountered a man driving a Ferrari, a clear symbol of success and wealth. This was the moment Gardner felt like he had found light in the darkness. The man was a stockbroker, and Gardner decided to pursue the same career, despite lacking a college degree or experience. Psychologically, Gardner's ability to set a clear goal and pursue it shows remarkable mental strength and resilience. While training at a brokerage firm, Gardner earned no salary and still faced financial challenges. However, his determination to learn and persist highlights his psychological capacity to cope with and overcome stress, a trait often referred to as resilience. This resilience is what enables individuals to face significant challenges and move toward a better life. After months of hard work, Chris Gardner succeeded, becoming not only a successful stockbroker, but also establishing his brokerage firm. From a psychological standpoint, this success was not only a reward for his persistence and determination, but also evidence that dreams and aspirations can help people rise above even the most difficult circumstances. Gardner transformed feelings of helplessness and suffering into motivation to succeed. Gardner's story, depicted in the film The Pursuit of Happiness, starring Will Smith, has inspired millions. It serves as a reminder that, no matter how difficult life gets, with dreams and determination, we can change our faith. From a psychological viewpoint, Gardner exemplifies the power of dreams and willpower, factors that are critical in human development and success. The lesson from this story is that dreams are not merely distant or unrealistic notions. They are powerful tools that help individuals navigate life's challenges. While money may bring temporary satisfaction, dreams nurture the soul and give life a deeper sense of purpose. Money is a good servant but a bad master. Emphasizes that while money can be a useful tool, when handled wisely, it can also become destructive when it controls your life. If you can manage money and use it to meet your reasonable needs, it becomes a great ally in helping you achieve your goals. However, if you let it dictate your decisions and lifestyle, it becomes a ruthless master, driving greed, selfishness, and a loss of important values. Take the story of a man named Tom. Growing up in poverty, Tom was determined to change his life. He worked hard, saved every dollar he could, and eventually started his own business. Through relentless effort and perseverance, Tom built a successful company and became wealthy. At first, he managed his money wisely, investing in his education, health, and family. He even gave back to the community, helping those in need, and felt his life had more meaning with each passing day. But as Tom's wealth grew, so did his obsession with making more. He began diving into risky, quick money projects, ignoring the dangers or potential consequences. Soon Tom became consumed by the pursuit of wealth, to the point where he neglected his family, friends, and even his health. One day he was diagnosed with a serious illness caused by stress and overwork. Lying in a hospital bed, Tom realized that no amount of money could buy back his health or the time he missed with his family. He had become a slave to his wealth, constantly anxious and fearful of losing what he had worked so hard to gain. After recovering, Tom made a life-changing decision. He sold off unnecessary assets, spent more time with his loved ones, and reinvested in activities that brought real meaning and happiness. Tom finally understood that money, when controlled and used wisely, could serve him well. But if allowed to dominate his life, it would strip him of the things that truly mattered. The lesson here is clear: money is a useful tool if you know how to control it and use it for meaningful goals in life. However, if you let it control you, it will make you an enslaved person, robbing you of essential values like health, family, and genuine happiness. Always remember that money is a means to an end, not the end itself. The saying, "Money doesn't buy happiness," but poverty certainly doesn't either, emphasizes that while money alone can't bring true happiness, living in poverty creates immense struggles and stress that make happiness difficult to achieve. Money may not be everything, but it provides security in the necessities that allow people to focus on bigger goals and find real joy in life. Let's take the story of a young woman who grew up in a poor, working-class family in rural America. From a young age, she witnessed her parents working tirelessly. But no matter how hard they tried, money was always a problem. She remembered the days when her family had barely enough to eat, when her parents had to borrow money to pay medical bills or school fees. These memories of financial struggle left a deep imprint on her, showing her the harsh reality of poverty. Despite the hardship, she always dreamed of a better life. She believed that if she could earn enough, she could escape her daily worries and find peace. After graduating high school, she moved to the city, taking on any job she could find, from waiting tables to working in retail, while putting herself through college. Life in the city was tough, but she never gave up on her goals. Years of persistence and hard work finally paid off. She saved enough to start her own small business. Though success didn't come right away, she continued to learn and improve. Eventually, her business took off, bringing in steady profits. She became financially successful, was able to buy a home, took care of her family, and no longer worried about making ends meet. However, after achieving financial success, she realized something. Money wasn't the only key to happiness. Even though she had more than enough money, there was still a void inside her. She reflected on her earlier struggles and understood that while money could solve material problems, it couldn't fulfill her emotional needs. True happiness, she found, came from relationships, pursuing her passions, and embracing the values she had overlooked in her pursuit of wealth. She began to change her life. She spent more time with her family, invested in herself, and got involved in community work. She started using her wealth to help others who were struggling just as she once had. This brought her a sense of fulfillment and happiness she hadn't felt before. This woman was none other than J.K. Rowling, the world-famous author of the Harry Potter series. Before becoming one of the wealthiest women in the world, Rowling lived in poverty as a single mother, relying on government assistance. Through her talent and persistence, she wrote the story of the young wizard Harry Potter, which not only lifted her out of poverty, but became a global cultural phenomenon. The lesson here is clear. Money doesn't guarantee happiness, but it does provide the stability and security needed to build a happy life. However, once financial stability is achieved, it's important not to let money control your life. True happiness comes from finding a balance between economic security, love, passion, and meaningful values. J.K. Rowling's story shows how overcoming poverty and finding true happiness isn't just about money. It's also about discovering what really matters in life. Anyone who says money can't buy happiness doesn't know where to shop. This humorous statement holds a deeper truth about the relationship between money and happiness. It doesn't imply that money literally buys happiness, but it suggests that money can create better living conditions, offering opportunities to experience joy, satisfy material needs, and fulfill emotional desires. In other words, if you use money wisely, it can lead to greater satisfaction and happiness. There was once a man named Mark who grew up in a middle-class family and always believed that money couldn't buy happiness. He worked hard but lived a frugal life, never spending on anything beyond his basic needs. Mark thought that living simply and not spending money on unnecessary things was the best way to find happiness. One day, Mark reconnected with an old friend, Jack. Jack had long been successful and enjoyed a comfortable life. When Mark saw Jack again, he noticed that his friend seemed to be living a very comfortable life, traveling often, dining at fine restaurants, and enjoying time with his family. Mark asked Jack if he felt happy spending so much money. Jack smiled and replied, "Money can't buy happiness, but it can create the best conditions for us to feel happy. I don't spend money to show off, but to create memorable experiences for my family and myself. I can afford to send my kids to good schools, take care of my parents' health, and travel to broaden my perspective. These things may cost money, but they bring me true joy and happiness." Mark began to rethink his own life. He realized that saving money was important, but sometimes we need to invest in things that bring us joy and positive experiences. Mark started allocating a portion of his income to enjoy life more traveling with his family, buying stuff he genuinely liked, and taking better care of himself. The lesson: money isn't everything, but it can be a tool to help us enjoy life and achieve happiness when used wisely. Instead of seeing money as the ultimate goal, view it as a means to gain meaningful experiences and moments of joy. The key is to spend it thoughtfully and purposefully, creating real value in your life and the lives of those around you. The best way to keep money is to use it wisely. This saying emphasizes that keeping wealth is not just about hoarding cash, but more importantly, knowing how to use money wisely and effectively. Using money wisely can include investing to increase the value of money, spending thoughtfully, saving for long-term goals. On the other hand, if we use money properly, we can save money and retain the opportunity to turn it into a job for ourselves. There was a carpenter named Tom who lived in a small village. Tom was a very frugal man, saving a large part of his monthly income and never spending it on anything he considered necessary. He believed that, as long as he kept as much money as possible in his pocket, he would not have to worry about the future one day. Tom happens to meet his old friend Jack, who left the village many years ago to study and work in the city. Jack returned home looking very successful, with a beautiful house and a thriving business. Tom asked Jack how he achieved such success. Jack explained that when he started working, instead of just saving like Tom, he used the money he earned to invest in his studies, expanding his knowledge. Then he opened a small shop in the city. At first, Jack struggled, but with perseverance and constant learning, his business gradually grew. Jack also knew how to spend wisely, not wasting money but not being too strict with himself. He spent part of his income on investments, another part on enjoying life, and another part on helping others. Tom realized that Jack had used his money wisely. When he had kept it, Jack not only increased his wealth, but he also achieved balance in his life. After the meeting, Tom began to rethink the way he managed his money. He decided to use some of his savings to learn new skills and invest in better tools for his job. As a result, Tom became more efficient in his career. His income increased and he began to enjoy life more by taking care of himself and his family. Lesson: there are better ways to protect your wealth than just holding on to money. Instead, using money wisely, investing in education, personal development, and opportunities to earn a living is how to preserve and grow the value of money. Knowing how to spend wisely, not just saving but investing in what really matters, will help you not only maintain your money, but also live a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Thank you for watching until the end of the video. If you found this content helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any upcoming videos. Feel free to leave a comment below to share your thoughts or ask any questions. I'd be happy to respond. And remember to turn on notifications to get updates whenever a new video is posted. Wishing you a wonderful day, and see you in the next video.